Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're going to explore this company called Advanced Superabrasives. They make these super precise grinding wheels used in everything from aerospace to even delicate medical devices. Get ready to uncover how this North Carolina-based company is making waves on a global scale. And we'll also talk about how they're tapping into the bright minds of students through a program called X-Culture.
What's really intriguing about Advanced Superabrasives, or ASI as we'll call them, is that their product is something most of us rarely think about, yet it's essential to so many industries.
Yeah, I never really thought about it before.
Yeah, we'll be diving into their journey, their unique business model, and the specific challenges they're looking to address through this X-Culture collaboration.
I'm already picturing tiny grinding wheels shaping hypodermic needles. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
So where does this story begin?
ASI's roots go back to 1993, starting with a focus on the woodworking industry, specifically saw blades. But the 2008 housing crisis forced them to adapt, and that's where things get really interesting.
I bet. The housing market crashing must have been a major turning point.
Absolutely. It pushed them to diversify their product line and target new markets. Today, they manufacture grinding wheels for aerospace, automotive, medical, electronics, you name it.
Talk about a pivot. It's amazing how a crisis can spark such incredible innovation.
It speaks to their resilience and their ability to anticipate market needs. What's fascinating is that this seemingly simple product, a grinding wheel, has applications that reach far beyond what most of us would imagine. Did you know that a diamond grinding wheel from ASI is actually on the Mars Curiosity rover?
Wait, seriously? A diamond on Mars? That's incredible.
It really highlights the unexpected reach of ASI's technology and the critical role these tools play in cutting-edge scientific exploration. But let's get back to the diamonds themselves for a moment. When we talk about superabrasives, we're not talking about the kind of sparkly diamonds you'd find in jewelry.
Yeah, I was a bit confused about that at first. I saw a picture of their diamond storage, and it's more like industrial-sized barrels, not a glamorous vault.
Exactly. These are industrial diamonds specifically engineered for their strength and abrasive properties. Think of it like sandpaper. You have different grits for different levels of roughness, and it's the same concept with super abrasive powders.
Okay, so instead of smoothing wood, they're shaping metal or ceramic to incredibly precise specifications.
Precisely. And the type of diamond grit they use depends on the specific application. A coarse grit might be used to shape a rough metal component, while a super fine grit could be used to polish delicate medical instruments.
I'm starting to understand the level of precision involved here, and it makes sense why they need millions of carats of diamond powder on hand. Speaking of which, how do they turn all that diamond dust into a functional grinding wheel?
It's a multi-step process that they handle entirely in-house. First, they machine aluminum cores to the exact specifications required for the grinding wheel. Then, they mix the diamond powder with resins and other proprietary ingredients to create a specialized bonding agent. This mixture is then molded onto the aluminum core under high pressure and heat.
So they have complete control over the entire process, from raw materials to finished product. That's pretty impressive.
It's one of their key strengths. By managing every step in-house, they can ensure consistent quality and customize each wheel to meet specific customer requirements. They're not just churning out generic grinding wheels, they're crafting highly specialized tools tailored for specific applications.
This level of customization makes sense, especially given the diverse range of industries they serve. It's not a one-size-fits-all situation.
Absolutely. And it's this commitment to quality and customization that's allowed them to carve out a niche in a market dominated by global giants.
It sounds like they've struck a good balance maintaining control over their production while still being able to offer a wide range of specialized products. But I'm curious, how does a company based in North Carolina reach a global customer base?
That's a great question, and it's something they're actively exploring through this X-Culture program. Right now, they sell to 28 countries, but their approach to international sales has evolved over time.
I'm guessing it wasn't as simple as setting up a website and waiting for the orders to roll in.
You're right. Initially, it was a more ad hoc approach, relying on individual connections and word-of-mouth referrals. They might get a lead from a machine manufacturer who recommended their wheels to a client in another country, for example.
So a bit like building a puzzle one piece at a time, relying on chance encounters and serendipitous connections.
Exactly. But as they've grown, they've realized the need for a more strategic approach to international expansion. They're actively seeking to establish a formal network of representatives and distributors in key markets.
So instead of relying on chance, they're taking a more proactive approach to reaching new customers around the world.
Precisely. They're recognizing that different regions might have unique needs and preferences, and they need a tailored approach to effectively penetrate those markets. And that's where the X-Culture program comes in. They're looking to tap into the fresh perspectives and diverse experiences of students to develop innovative strategies for expanding their global footprint.
This X-Culture program sounds like a fantastic opportunity for students to get hands-on experience with real-world business challenges. But before we dive into that, I'm curious. Who are these customers buying millions of carats of diamond-encrusted wheels? Is it the companies making the grinding machines themselves?
Not quite. It's actually the companies who manufacture the tools that go on those machines. Think drill manufacturers, saw blade makers, and companies producing specialized cutting tools for various industries.
Okay, so they're not selling to the machine manufacturers, they're selling to the tool makers. Got it.
Exactly. And within those companies, their ideal customer is the end user. Production managers, purchasing managers, and the lead grinder who actually uses the wheels. These are the people making the decisions about what tools to buy and how to use them.
It's fascinating how they've identified such a specific niche within a niche. But how do they even find these individuals? I mean, it's not like there's a lead grinder directory lying around.
That's another area where they're looking for help from X-Culture consultants. They're utilizing platforms like LinkedIn to connect with potential customers, but they're always looking for creative ways to refine their outreach and targeting strategies.
It makes sense. They need to figure out how to connect with the right people and the right companies all over the world.
Absolutely. And that's just one piece of the puzzle. They're also interested in understanding industry trends, identifying potential new markets, and finding innovative ways to promote their products.
So it's a multifaceted challenge that requires a deep understanding of both the superabrasive industry and the specific needs of their target customers.
You hit the nail on the head. And that's precisely the kind of expertise they're hoping to gain from X-Culture students. They're looking for fresh perspectives, innovative ideas, and creative solutions to help them take their business to the next level.
It's a brilliant strategy. Not only do they get valuable insights from a diverse group of future business leaders, but they also get to showcase their company and potentially recruit top talent. Talk about a win-win.
It's a testament to their forward-thinking approach and their willingness to embrace new ideas. They recognize that the future of their business lies in attracting bright minds and fostering innovation.
I'm already impressed by their story. We've only just scratched the surface. But before we dive deeper into their competitive landscape and the specific challenges they're facing, let's take a quick break. When we come back, we'll explore how ASI is differentiating itself in a market dominated by global giants and how they're leveraging their unique strengths to achieve sustainable growth. Stay tuned. All right, we're back and ready to delve deeper into advanced superabrasives. I'm particularly curious about how they managed to compete against those industry giants you mentioned. It's David versus Goliath, right?
That's a great analogy. But remember, David had his slingshot. And in ASI's case, their slingshot is a combination of strategic advantages.
Okay, I'm intrigued. What exactly is their secret weapon?
First, they're not trying to be everything to everyone. They've carved out a niche by specializing in complex, high-tech grinding wheels. Think of it as the difference between a mass-produced tool and a custom-crafted instrument.
So they're going for quality over quantity.
Precisely. They cater to industries that demand precision and performance above all else. Their customers aren't looking for the cheapest option, they're looking for the best solution.
That makes sense. But high-quality products alone might not be enough to win against those behemoth companies.
You're absolutely right. And that brings us to their second advantage, exceptional customer service. They go above and beyond to provide technical support and guidance on wheel usage. Think of it as having a dedicated expert on call, ready to help you troubleshoot any issues and optimize your grinding processes.
That's a huge advantage, especially for those specialized industries where expertise is so valuable. I imagine that kind of personalized service is hard to come by with those larger corporations.
Exactly. And then there's the speed factor. ASI boasts incredibly fast turnaround times, often delivering custom wheels in just a couple of weeks. Their European competitors, on the other hand, can take months to fulfill similar orders.
Wow, so they're not only delivering a superior product, they're delivering it faster. It's like the best of both worlds.
And that speed is a major selling point for their customers, especially those in time-sensitive industries. But it's not just about speed and efficiency. They also have a deep commitment to sustainability, which is becoming increasingly important for businesses worldwide.
That's right. I remember reading about their plans to build a more energy-efficient facility.
Yes. They're currently reliant on electricity, which is a major expense and has a significant environmental impact. Their new facility will utilize natural gas and solar panels, reducing their energy consumption and carbon footprint.
It's great to see them taking proactive steps to address these challenges.
But it's not just about reducing energy consumption. They're also exploring ways to recycle core materials and minimize waste throughout their production process. They recognize that sustainability is not just a trend, it's a fundamental responsibility.
It sounds like they're really trying to create a holistic approach to sustainability, addressing it at every stage of their operations.
Absolutely. And this commitment to sustainable practices resonates with their customers, many of whom are also prioritizing environmental responsibility in their own operations. But despite their strengths and their forward-thinking approach, ASI faces its fair share of challenges.
I'm curious to hear more about those challenges. What are some of the biggest hurdles they're trying to overcome?
One of the key challenges is finding and connecting with potential customers, particularly in international markets. They need to identify the right companies, the right decision makers within those companies, and the most effective ways to reach them.
That's a challenge for any business.
Yeah.
But I imagine it's even more complex when you're dealing with a niche product in a global marketplace.
You're spot on, and that's precisely why they're turning to X-Culture for help. They're looking for students to bring fresh perspectives and innovative solutions to this challenge.
So they're essentially crowdsourcing their market research and customer acquisition strategies.
In a way, yes. They're tapping into the collective intelligence of a diverse group of students from around the world. They're asking students to analyze market trends, identify potential customers, and develop creative ways to reach those customers.
That's a brilliant strategy. Not only do they get valuable insights, but they also get to expose their company to a new generation of talent.
And for the students, it's an incredible opportunity to apply their skills to a real-world business challenge. They get to work with a company that's making a tangible impact on industries worldwide, and they have the chance to see their ideas come to life.
It's a win-win situation all around. But I'm curious, what specifically is ASI looking for from these X-Culture consultants? What kind of expertise are they hoping to find?
They've identified a few key areas where they need help. First, they want to expand their global footprint and establish a stronger presence in specific markets.
So they need help with market research and entry strategies.
Exactly. They need students to analyze different markets, identify potential growth opportunities, and develop tailored strategies for entering those markets.
That's a pretty significant undertaking.
It is, but it's also an incredibly exciting challenge. And it's not just about market entry. They also need help with customer acquisition. They want to refine their targeting strategies and develop innovative ways to connect with potential customers online and offline.
It sounds like they're open to exploring all kinds of creative solutions.
They are, and that's what makes this opportunity so unique. They're not looking for cookie-cutter solutions. They're looking for fresh ideas and unconventional thinking.
I bet the students are thrilled to have that kind of creative freedom.
Yeah.
But I have one more question. I know we touched on sustainability earlier, but is that something they're specifically looking for help with through X-Culture?
Absolutely. They're very open to student input on how they can further reduce their environmental impact and become a more sustainable company. They're looking for ideas related to energy efficiency, waste reduction, material sourcing, and even potential partnerships with organizations that align with their sustainability goals.
So it's not just about finding new markets and customers. It's about finding ways to do business better and more responsibly.
That's exactly the message they want to convey. They believe that sustainability is not just a good practice, it's a smart business strategy. And they're looking for students who share that vision and can help them turn their sustainability aspirations into concrete actions.
I have to say, ASI's story is truly inspiring. They've managed to not only survive, but thrive in a competitive market by focusing on quality, innovation, and customer service. And now they're taking proactive steps to address their challenges head-on, embracing collaboration and seeking fresh perspectives from the next generation of business leaders.
It's a testament to their entrepreneurial spirit and their commitment to continuous improvement. They understand that in today's rapidly changing world, you can't afford to stand still. You have to constantly adapt, evolve, and seek out new ideas to stay ahead of the curve.
And speaking of staying ahead of the curve, ASI's willingness to embrace technology is another key factor in their success. They're not afraid to invest in cutting-edge equipment and explore new manufacturing processes to improve efficiency and quality.
You're right. They understand that technology is not just a tool. It's a driver of innovation. And they're constantly looking for ways to leverage technology to create better products, improve their operations, and enhance their customer experience.
It's clear that ASI is a company that values both tradition and innovation, that built a strong foundation on quality craftsmanship and personalized service, but they're not afraid to embrace new technologies and ideas to push the boundaries of what's possible.
That's a powerful combination, and it's what sets them apart from many of their competitors. They're not just following trends, they're setting them. And that's why I think this X-Culture collaboration is such a brilliant move. By tapping into the creativity and ingenuity of students, they're ensuring that they'll continue to be at the forefront of their industry for years to come.
This deep dive into ASI has been eye-opening, to say the least. I've learned so much about a company and an industry I knew very little about before. But I think what stands out most is their passion and their willingness to embrace collaboration and innovation. They're not just making grinding wheels, they're shaping the future of precision manufacturing.
And they're doing it with integrity, a commitment to sustainability, and a genuine desire to make a positive impact on the world. I think that's something we can all appreciate.
Absolutely. Now, before we wrap things up, there's one more crucial element of ASI's story we need to explore. Jonathan, the CEO, he's the driving force behind the company's success, and his unique perspective offers valuable insights for anyone interested in entrepreneurship and leadership. We'll delve into his journey, his philosophy, and his advice for aspiring business leaders when we come back for the final part of our deep dive. We're back for the final stretch of our deep dive into advanced superabrasives. We've covered their history, their products, their business model, and the challenges they face. But what about the man behind the curtain, Jonathan, the CEO? What can we learn from his leadership?
Jonathan's story is a classic example of entrepreneurial spirit and determination. He started ASI with a vision to create high-quality grinding wheels that would meet the demanding needs of his customers, and he's never wavered from that commitment to excellence.
Yeah, from what I've gathered, he's not just a CEO. He's deeply involved in every aspect of the business. He's hands-on, passionate, and always willing to go the extra mile.
Absolutely. He's not afraid to roll up his sleeves and get involved in the technical details, even working alongside his team on the production floor. He leads by example, and that inspires his employees to strive for the same level of dedication and craftsmanship.
That kind of leadership is contagious. It creates a culture of excellence where everyone feels invested in the success of the company.
You're right, and it's reflected in their products and their customer service. But Jonathan's leadership goes beyond the day-to-day operations. He's also a visionary, always looking for ways to innovate and adapt to the changing market.
We've already talked about their commitment to sustainability and their participation in the X-Culture program. Are those initiatives driven by Jonathan's vision?
Absolutely. He recognizes that the future of their business depends on embracing new ideas and finding creative solutions to challenges. He's not content with simply maintaining the status quo. He wants to push the boundaries and create a company that's truly future-proof.
It's impressive to see a CEO who's not afraid to take risks and challenge conventional thinking.
And that's what makes Jonathan such an effective leader. He understands that growth comes from embracing new possibilities and being willing to step outside of your comfort zone. He's not afraid to experiment, to make mistakes, and to learn from those mistakes.
That kind of mindset is essential for any entrepreneur or business leader, especially in today's rapidly changing world.
Exactly. And Jonathan's advice to aspiring entrepreneurs reflects this philosophy. He emphasizes the importance of being adaptable, being persistent, and always being willing to learn and grow. He believes that success is not about having all the answers. It's about asking the right questions and surrounding yourself with talented people who can help you find those answers.
It's a reminder that leadership is not about ego or authority. It's about creating a collaborative environment where everyone feels empowered to contribute their best ideas and work together to achieve a common goal.
You summed it up perfectly, and I think that's what makes ASI's story so compelling. They've managed to achieve remarkable success not just because of their products or their business model, but because of their culture, their values, and their leadership.
It's a testament to the power of human ingenuity, collaboration, and a relentless pursuit of excellence. So the next time you encounter a product that's been meticulously crafted or a process that's been flawlessly executed, take a moment to appreciate the unseen forces that made it possible. The superabrasives, the skilled technicians, the engineers, and the visionary leaders who are constantly pushing the boundaries of what's achievable.
It's a reminder that innovation is happening all around us, often in the most unexpected places. And sometimes it takes a deep dive to uncover the fascinating stories behind the products and processes that shape our world.
This deep dive into the world of advanced superabrasives has been truly insightful. We've learned about a company that's not only making a tangible impact on industries worldwide, but also setting an example for sustainable business practices and innovative leadership.
And for any students listening who are intrigued by the challenges and opportunities presented by a company like ASI, I encourage you to explore the X-Culture program. It's a chance to apply your skills, gain real-world experience, and potentially contribute to the future of this fascinating industry.
What stood out to you about advanced superabrasives? We'd love to hear your thoughts. Let us know in the comments and maybe even do a little digging of your own. We'll catch you next time on The Deep Dive.